Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing, almost 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 32. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. Now he's past the 25. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Packers nothing.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Jukes one defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace of the opposition just set. Even if this quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early. This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw, here's Love. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Love now, off the play action. That one is in Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Loves to throw again. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Come on!
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing again. Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Once more, it's Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
From the red zone now. Now setting up a screen for Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Austin Eckler on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels setting up the play action. He's keeping it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
38-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action now, Daniels. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll make a big for it on the ground. In progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Washington. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here he goes on the bootleg. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Daniels. And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders break the tie here in the first. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Commanders 14, Packers 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Thrown on first down, Love. Short pass brought in. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Love from the gun. This is Reed working the right side. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, second down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. Takes the handoff, now Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now Love on the play fake. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Stick it in the air. Love. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Number 9, Christian Watson. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Commanders' 2-yard line.
It's second and goal. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. Third down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. Love out of the shotgun. Drops back. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner.
Hey, defensively, when you're staring down third and goal, you just want to keep them out of the end zone. Just keep them to a field goal, right? Wrong. Not with this defense. And not with their playmakers. Their thing could take it away, and they get the job done.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, heading it for the first time. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 4, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Now he takes it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. To throw, Daniels. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Throwing from the gun. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Daniels back to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They run. It's Krosky Merritt. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Daniels. He's running for it. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Daniels on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Working inside the red zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 21, Packers 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Hardman with a return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Packers all set to get back out there. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what
Yep.
works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to it. That could turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Watson, a gain of 16 yards, and a Packer 1st down.
I can't believe what I watched.
Why you guys giving up?
We gave up.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
49-yard line.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He's got time here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Wheeler to send it flying for the Packers. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Love with it on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game. Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Packers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Play action now, Daniels. That's caught, it's McLaurin downfield. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Washington, first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On first down, here's Daniels. Escape, Daniels hit, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Yeah, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. You're set up at the 35 now. Love now on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air. Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders set to take over. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Rolling on first down, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders. With it, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Daniels. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
He's across the 20, still going. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Commanders will have a first.
Another Washington first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The run now with Krosky Merritt. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and run this. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. It's Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
21.
Now to handle the kickoff. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Packers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Love from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
1st and 10 from the 41. Play fake, it's Love. Hits him on the out route.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
The field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Jacobs gets in to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action, Love. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And this one doesn't go far.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love at the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Here's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake here, Daniels. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Commanders will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Daniels going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
22-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, he's going for it again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now, Daniels. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This is a 39-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Nixon now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more.
At their own 23-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Love now off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. There's Love to throw. Finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Love. Has his man. It stops. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Packers.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Washington are ready to go on offense as they take the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Now, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Hits his running back. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He's out of bounds right
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 5-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Play action now, Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Daniels now. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Washington Commander.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Devontae Wyatt on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Daniels gonna keep it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Gay to add the extra point. right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Commanders 38, Packers 24.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff here to Jacobs. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Love. Hits him on the in route. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can you go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Daniels now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Debo Samuel. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Daniels from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He sent a man in motion. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Love from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 41. Stick it in the air. Love. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
To Romeo Dobbs. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Loves to throw again. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing again. Love. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Once more, it's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be third and 5 to go. Love out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Kraft. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Love finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. The throw is caught. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Tucker Craft. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Packers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Second down now, 7 to go. They send the tight end in motion. Love looking to pass. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. There's Love to throw. And he's got it. Tags a way out for it, but touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10.
Commanders 41, Packers 31.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a two-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. Got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Motioning left is their running back. And they bring him down around the 34. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he goes on the bootleg. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders.
And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.